This isn't my typical type of video that I would make on this channel, but I feel like since this is happening in the country of the United States and this is a common occurrence, I need to raise awareness on this video because not many people are talking about it, and this case hasn't gotten awareness that it needs. So, not even 2 weeks ago, August 1st, a 18-year-old black woman named Alisa Hackett was arrested by an Arkansas trooper by the name of Mimosas or something like that. I don't really care about his name, and I could care less. He pulled her over for a basic traffic stop for going 71 in a 60. The video doesn't really show like what led to them being behind the car or whatever, to them being out of the car, but apparently the officer claimed that she was resisting. So you know what, let's just watch the video.
Not resist, do not resist.
I need to call mama.
No, no, stop.
But I need to... Sir, what am I doing? Oh, no.
Stop.
You be... Oh, my God, this is illegal.
One
I need
resisting.
to call my mama.
I don't give a turn
I
around.
didn't even do
Turn
shit.
around.
This is illegal.
Turn around. Turn around.
You cannot punch me.
Turn around.
I need to call my mama.
Turn around. I'll punch you again if you don't turn around. Who said I can't punch you in your face?
Somebody call my mama. Help
Turn
me.
around. The f is your problem? Turn around.
This is absolutely disgusting. He's going to sit up here and ask her what is her problem when he's the one who punched her in the face for no reason, talking about who said I can't punch you in the face. She is not a threat to you at all. If she is not a threat, you do not need to be punching her in the face at all. Excessive force at its finest. People are defending this guy, saying that she was resisting. Just because she was quote unquote resisting, even though she wasn't, doesn't mean he can punch her in the face or slam her on the ground like that. That girl is half of his body weight, probably weighs like 120, and he thinks it's okay for him to slam her on the ground and punch her with all his might. You can hear the punch. That isn't okay. People shouldn't let it slide. Things like this should not happen at all. And you know why it keeps happening? The officers keep on getting slaps on the wrist for what they have done. I haven't heard anything about him getting fired, put on leave, or none of that. But what I know, he's still working. She is my age. She's fresh out of high school. Graduated probably this year. This is her step into the real world, going through police brutality. How do you think she's gonna look at cops now? He is acting like a little child and acting out of emotions and punching her in the face because he can't quote unquote handle an 18-year-old woman, an 18-year-old black woman at that. She is not a threat to him. She's crying out for her mom. Sounds a little familiar, doesn't it? And I bet you if the cameras were off, she probably would be dead. Or she would be beaten to a point where we wouldn't be able to recognize her. That is insane. Thank goodness for these cameras. Sometimes the officers don't even care about the cameras. It doesn't make any sense. This should not be happening right now in 2026. Not even 2 weeks ago. Like I said, this month, this year. So much has happened this year and nothing has happened, or there's no repercussions for what people have done to innocent people. For what reason at all? And if you don't agree with me and you think that he's using the right amount of force and that I'm making this video for no reason, I'm overreacting, you can leave. I don't want to hear none of that. If you simply disagree, you can simply unsubscribe and not watch my content, because I'm not about to let that slide and sit here and do nothing. This case needs way more attention, and also people need to realize that this should not be happening. We can't let things like this go under the belt. Watching this as an 18-year-old is making me not want to associate myself with the police, because look at what's happening to people my age. And people just don't care. Someone said she displayed obstructive behavior resulting in a low-level use of force. Is this guy blind? Does this guy not have any fucking glasses on? Because clearly you can hear the punch. If you can hear a punch, there's nothing low about the amount of force he used. Then displayed assaultive behavior resulting in immediate force. What did she do to this officer? She did not fight the guy. She did not swing at the guy. She took a step to the right and he slammed her on the ground, then proceeded to punch her just because she wouldn't lay on her stomach. That guy could easily put her on her stomach. You saw how easily he slammed her to the ground. He could have easily put her on her stomach if that was the case. Punching somebody isn't going to flip them on their stomach. The person who wrote this comment took their time out of their day just to sound like a dumbass. They clearly have a low IQ if they think that she was in the wrong. Now, I may not have the highest IQ in the world, but I'm smart enough to know that the officer was clearly in the wrong and lawfully wrong. You don't have to be the smartest person to know that. People defending this cop is just it just blows my mind. People can look at this video and think that the cop is in the right. He's far from right. He's completely wrong. This cop needs to be fired and justice needs to be had for Alisa Hackett. If nothing happens, then it's just going to keep happening over and over and over again. He doesn't need to be a state trooper if he's acting out of his emotions. That is extremely childish and it's time for you to go, buddy. I can't find Alyssa's account or anything, but the least y'all can do is spread the word about this case so Alyssa can get the justice that she deserves. She did not deserve to be treated like that in any circumstance. So, thanks for tuning in. Spread the word and let's get her justice.